Where do we go? Where do I start? What do I say? Supposed to be doing a review of Leeds United nil, Brentford nil tomorrow with Lee, and I will do one with him. Um, but I wanted to do this video without him hearing me. But what the fuck will that? Honest to God, what the fuck will that performance? Genuinely, I mean, supposed to be the best league in the world. It's Premier League. That performance, you, you would have been hard pushed to see it for a decent performance in Championship, never mind Premier League. Leeds United at home, the impetus is on Leeds United to get 3 points when you're involved in a relegation battle. Brentford, they want much better than us to neither keeper had out to do. And I have to say this, I have to hold my hands up and apologise. And I don't care if this does, if you're easily offended to turn me off now, because them Leeds United, the squad we've currently got is not good enough. It's poor. It's a really poor squad. I think it's no goals now in 422 minutes or something in Premier League. We've had three great chances to stretch away from this relegation places battle. Sunderland, Crystal Palace, and Brentford. We go to an international break now. Um, Come back out of it, we play an FA Cup quarter-final game against West Ham. Then I think we've got Man United coming up at Old Trafford. We are getting up from Man United at Old Trafford. Definitely not. We're just not good enough. We're just nowhere near good enough. And I, I, I fear, and I hope I'm wrong, guys. I really do, because one of the teams below us are going to pick up points, and that's either guaranteed, and that's the Tottenham and Nottingham Forest game. One of them's going to pick up at least a point. We were at home, and we put on a show like that. We had Nemecha and Calvert-Lewin on pitch. Um, Now, I watched that game really closely, and I was looking at Nemecha. And I thought he's going to play up there alongside Calvert-Lewin, play off him, but he wasn't. He was on James just inside, cutting in all the time. He was like he was. I don't know. It's like he has to hold Justin's hand, and and Calvert Lewin. The only name I heard him get mentioned were when he got sandwiched between two Brentford players. What's happened to him? Honest to God, I don't know what's happened to him. I've done like a little. I've I found I found some like a little chart before so many games and after so many games with Calvert Lewin. I'll bring it up in preview tomorrow, because review. Sorry, I just wanted to not get angry, but ask genuine questions. If Leeds United don't put their ideas up, they're going to walk. They're going to be sleepwalking into relegation. Honestly, because it's it's that performance was shocking. It were awful. Can't blame any referees this time. You can't blame linesmen. You can't blame anything. That was solely on the players and Daniel Farke's tactics. I think that's one of the worst games I've seen Leeds play in Premier League. It is one of the worst, and I've been saying that quite a bit lately. Did we have a decent Premier League um, performance? It must have been 4 or 5 games ago now. It must have been. I just, I just can't get over how poor our players are, and it's going to take a lot to stay in division. but it's also going to take a lot come summer if we are in Premier League to put up a team what's what's able to get some results next season because them players aren't good enough. I'm sorry, Calvert-Lewin's goals have dried up. He's got his England call up now. If Tuchel were there tonight, and if England's team got called up next week, this time next week, Calvert-Lewin wouldn't have been playing. It wouldn't have been picked. It would have been Danny Welbeck at Brighton. I think Brighton. I think Danny Welbeck's a much better player than Calvert-Lewin, and you know and that pains me to say that being a Leeds fan, but I think he is. Uh, we are down in bottom, fighting in the relegation battle because it's where we deserve to be. It's where the squad is. It really is. It's where the squad's not good enough for all else apart from a relegation battle. It's not. You know, it's. I honestly believe if Leeds United got relegated, I don't see any Premier League clubs coming in for our players. I don't. None of them. None of them. Yeah, Ampadu maybe, but I don't think they'll be fighting to get in front of Q to sign him. Um, I just think the ban average players, um, ban average players at best, and yeah, it, honestly, if they put that Leeds and Brentford game on match a day, to be about a minute of highlights. Honestly, that's all. Probably even less. Probably even less than that. It would have shambles. It were an absolute shambles, and I feel for fans who went. I do. I really do. And if I were Brentford fans, I'd be feeling the same way about Brentford. I know. Um, I just I just don't see where goals are coming from unless it's a set piece or a deflection or an own goal. I don't see where goals are coming from. I don't think we've got the players good enough to score on a consistent basis. I really don't, and that's worrying. That's really worrying. You know, is it me or has Farke gone back to how he was at the beginning of the season? Has he gone backwards? We're not taking any risks. It's all calculations and calculated. You know, don't over don't over insert yourself. Don't have too many players attacking. You've got to keep so many players back in defence when we're in control of the ball. If we do go down, it'd be Farke's tactics what gets us relegated. Plus the players aren't that good, and that's the truth. Like I says, I did warn you at the beginning of the video that if you're easily offended, don't turn me off because you won't like what I've got to say. Well, that's the truth. That's the truth, guys. Leeds were absolutely awful. Brentford were no better. Anyway, let us know what you think. I'll do a a review with Lee tomorrow. I promise that I won't be as downhearted on players because Lee don't like hearing it. Lee's a happy clapper fan. He thinks Leeds at best team in world, at best team in Premier League and stuff. Bless him. And there's not wrong with that. I like to be honest. I really do. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, Lee Statham. Until next time, guys, have a great day. Sorry, Leeds United spoiled us weekend. Until next time, see you all soon. Bye bye.